We say it's a one-day sale, but there's really 4 or 5 weeks of preparation that goes into every property before it's made available for a buyer. That includes starting out with the seller and explaining to them how the whole process is going to work. We don't want there to be any surprises. By spending the time explaining what we're going to do, how it's going to work, it gives them surety that from start to finish, everything's handled for them. And then we spend time doing our due diligence. And it's probably a 2-week process between ordering title, doing the inspections, doing the research online, and assembling all that in one place. It allows a buyer then to go probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks before the sale, and look at it all, and spend time understanding what the risks are of the property, what the potential upside is, between comp analysis, between the reports we do, the inspections are completed. A buyer can really dig down into a particular property and understand, do they want to go and see it in a preview that we have before the sale. That way they can confirm everything they've seen online up front and see it before. We want to make sure every seller knows that's a really important part of the process. If a buyer can't see the property, how can they buy it? And sometimes it's an occupied property, sometimes it's inaccessible. So we'll do a pictorial tour of the property. We'll go in with video cameras and film the whole inside and exterior of the property so that someone can actually still be in the property without actually having been inside. And then it's auction day. And auction day is organized. Auction day is strategic. We want to make sure every buyer is able to close. And what does that look like? That means they've got to come with a check, a deposit, to make sure that if they're bidding, they can actually buy the property. It comes from working with some of the best auctioneers who are going to run the event and make sure that it's fair and it's run smoothly, and they can address any problems that may or may not come up. And then we've brought in closers. We've brought in an escrow agent, a title company. We want to make sure that from the fall of the hammer that we're working towards a speedy close. If everyone says time is money, so we want to make sure that time is racing for both the buyer and the seller to get a deal closed. And so while one day REO is one day, there's a lot more that goes into it than just that single day. But start to finish, imagine you decide to sell your property and get a check 6, 7 weeks later. That's a pretty good transaction.